Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Harrison. Today I'm going to be reacting to 10 inappropriate paused images in Disney films. And let's see what happens. But without further ado, let's watch.
Disney films have always been rich territory for conspiracy theorists. Ranging in legitimacy from baseless accusations to full-on proof, fans and critics love to discuss their new findings with every new release. Talk of subliminal messaging continues to sweep the internet, ruffling the feathers of anxious parents everywhere. Some are right in your face, others need some freeze-framing to find. You might have seen our other video entitled 10 Inappropriate Scenes in Disney Films, where we covered a similar topic. But if you haven't, stick around until the end for a link to it. Here's more of Screen Rant's Dirty Disney. 10 inappropriate images in Disney films. The Rescuers. While on assignment in New York City, Bernard and Bianca scour the city for clues. The two travel by albatross as they soar through the maze of New York City high-rise buildings. However, some more astute viewers noticed something a little extra in the background. In one of the apartment windows, a topless woman faces the audience. When played at normal speed, it's almost impossible to see. But if you slow it down, she's clearly visible. Disney issued a recall of the home videos in 1999. But by that time, most of the tapes were probably worn out at that spot anyways. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. After being locked in the bell tower by Frollo his whole life, Quasimodo has a very personal stake in his demise. Life isn't all bad for Quasimodo, though. His friend Esmeralda is a smart, beautiful gypsy who doesn't take crap from anyone, and she proves herself to be a good friend, too. One of her scenes made some parents take notice, though. While performing a dance in the flames, some argue that her body is unnecessarily top-heavy, while others contend that her dress becomes a little too invisible and leaves nothing to the imagination. The Lion King. The tale of Simba's life from cub to king is sure to tug on viewers' heartstrings. But there's one noteworthy scene that makes some people do a double take. As Simba lays down on a cliff's edge, he stirs up a cloud of dust that dissipates in the air.
I've seen
Where
this one.
most saw dust drifting into the night sky, some hyper-vigilant parents claim that Disney's animators had a more sinister motive. If you look closely, you can almost make out a naughty word hovering in the sky. When they say love is written in the stars, we don't think this is what they meant. This was at the center of a controversy in the 90s and has never been confirmed by Disney. Other people say it says SFX, as in special effects. We'll let you decide if it's real or not. Tarzan. First impressions are important, and frankly, the titular character from Tarzan makes a bad one. Raised under the watchful eye of a gorilla named Kala, he has some interesting social quirks that come out when in the company of other humans. When he and Jane meet for the first time, he crosses the line in more ways than one. Tarzan awkwardly fondles her foot, peeks up her skirt, and buries his face in Jane's chest. What's worse, she's clearly uncomfortable. His intentions may be pure, but the whole exchange is kinda creepy. The Little Mermaid. Given the meticulous nature of animation, it's pretty amazing that some of these other scenes made it through dozens of rounds of editing. But this image from the 1989 Disney classic was found in the film's cover art. Just like an optical illusion, some people see it right away, whereas others need a little more time to figure out what's up with Triton's castle.
The golden dildo, what
the picture at 4 in the morning and didn't even notice the resemblance until a friend mentioned the controversy months later. Toy Story. A benefit of using toys for characters is that storytellers and animators can push the envelope a little farther, and probably get away with it too. In fact, there's a whole character built on a mature play on words. The hooker is a mashup of sexy lady legs and a hook mechanism hanging off a long arm. Toy Story 2 also has its share of innuendos, and shows Buzz Lightyear's wings springing to action after Jessie, the new girl in town, executes an impressive feat of acrobatics. Cinderella. Cinderella wouldn't have gotten her happy ending if it wasn't for her backup. A fairy godmother, some birds, and a few mice were her keys to salvation. Occasionally, the mice have to do some lousy tasks in the name of friendship, including threading beads onto Gus's tail. But as soon as one fan paused the image at just the right moment, one of the funniest, most inappropriate messages ever to appear in a Disney movie was captured forever.
Ew.
A Goofy movie. Toy Story isn't the only franchise incorporating visual puns into its repertoire. A Goofy movie gets in on the fun as well. At one point during the fishing trip, the fellas catch Bigfoot. Luckily for them, his rage fades as he quickly becomes distracted by some knickknacks in a box. He emerges from the rubble with underwear covering his head, and only part of his face visible. He holds open a gap in the briefs and peers out, while adults are chuckling about the literal one-eyed monster being depicted on screen. Bambi. While exploring the snowy woods one day, Bambi and Thumper take to the ice. Swirling and skating, the rabbit is clearly having a better time than Bambi, who can barely stay upright. Like any good friend would, little Thumper helps get his friend back on his feet. More than once, we see him move around behind Bambi and start lifting his back end off the ice, with his legs following after. The positioning is a little unsavory in certain frames. If you watch with a skeptical eye, we're confident you'll understand what we mean. We get that it's not obvious to animate such an action, but we have to ask ourselves, why is Bambi in that position and not another? That's why you should never pause a Disney movie. Cars 2. Champion race car Lightning McQueen is on a hot streak and headed to the World Grand Prix with his partner in crime, Mater. Accidentally embroiled in an undercover plot, Mater meets some real nasty old guys. Referred to as lemons, the old broken down cars get together for a party, and the lemon-themed decor has conspiracy theorists drawing some pretty graphic parallels, since a lemon party is also the term for a slippery fetish. Do yourself a favor and don't Google that. So what do you think?
I'm kind of curious now.
Did we miss any inappropriate images from Disney movies? Tell us about them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one, including our first installment of Dirty Disney, by clicking on the link at the top right. Thanks.
Wow, that was some of those I've seen, and some of them I'm just like, wow, I'm surprised Disney actually like did that. It's pretty surprising, because I know there's been like a lot of like theories about Disneyland being like haunted, or like being like the devil, or some weird thing like that. I'm not really sure. I don't really pay attention to that. You know, some people don't even go to Disneyland because of that. You know, all these scary stories. I don't know. I'm not really like one of those guys that like follow up on that. I don't know. I just said they're just a bunch of false stories. I don't know. Some of them could be true, because you know there's a lot. Because I know there's like a lot of like death parks, or like deaths at the Disney World. You know, even like there's one story like this like woman got crushed on like one of the rides or something like that. That could be. I'm not. I don't know if it is that. That's pretty scary. But you know, I don't know. But yeah, this was very, very interesting. Very I don't even know what to say, but pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys did like this video, please drop a like. Subscribe. My Twitter and Instagram, along with this video, will be down in the links below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.